You've heard of it, haven't you? The legend of Sparta? When I was young, my father would tell me stories about it. Long ago, in ancient times, a demon rebelled against his own kind for the sake of...
Can you guys hear me now? Interesting. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, you guys definitely can hear me now. That was weird as shit. Yeah, what is going on, guys? Back a very late night stream, as Matthew pointed out. Almost 1 AM here. But it's been a while since I've done one of these, so I decided why not. Where the fuck did I put my controller? I put it all the way across the room. That's fucking... Oh, that's great. Right, back to answering everybody's questions. What is up, holy shit? What's up, Nova Dragon? What is going on, Cathexis? And what is up, Matthew? Cool. And thank you guys for tuning in. 12 people viewing already, and I've yet to even get started in the gameplay. So I believe we got up to about mission 15 last time. What difficulty do you guys want to see me play on? That's the first question. I'll let you guys pick. We've got all of these, bar easy. I haven't done easy because I don't really play these games on easy. In the meantime, I'll get things sorted out. Oh damn. New follower, Methman1224. Not bad. Where's my boy Nero's DevilNeverCry 4 at? As I was saying, you guys voted in the straw poll as to what game in the series you wanted me to play first, and DMC3 won by a couple votes, so this is going first. Oh, that's you, is it, Matthew? Nice one. So Nova Dragon, okay, so you guys want to see me play on hard. Cool. As I said, we got up to mission 15 last time, so it's alright. I'm actually surprised you pronounced my name correctly. Well, congrats on the 1,000 subs, by the way. I see it coming. What are we on now? Let's check. Thanks, by the way. I should be real close. Yeah, I'm 6 away. That's pretty big. It's pretty crazy considering I didn't start this with the intent of getting as many subscribers as I could, as fast as I could. I just sort of made content and people seem to like it, and here I am. What style? This is going to be, we're on hard mode. I hate mission 15. Mission 15 is one of the worst missions for me in this game. What the hell was I doing with Nevin on? This channel's going to grow substantially when the release draws closer. I hope so. Mainly because I just hope you guys are going to be enjoying what I put out. I plan on streaming it. I plan on essentially platinuming it and just like dissecting it to pieces, because there's going to be so much to discuss and talk about, for sure. I've got everything. I don't need to. So yeah, but yeah, I'm super hyped. How are you guys doing anyway? What have you guys been up to? What are your thoughts on the current, just everything? Here we go. Nova Dragon asks, do you think Nero will get an upgrade in terms of Devil Trigger or power? I'll start playing in the meantime. I definitely... Ooh, I got the shotgun on. I definitely think he will at some point, considering the, his battle-themed Devil Trigger. They wouldn't name it that unless he's actually gonna have some sort of Devil Trigger. Let me check if you guys can, if this volume is low enough. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think he's gonna get, definitely. I was actually contemplating making a video on this, but it seems to me that the manifestation of latent demonic power or energy, or Devil Trigger as you could say, is a direct response to physical trauma. Because if you think about it, Nero only got his Devil Trigger after being run through by Agnes, and Dante only got it after being run through with the Rebellion. So it's interesting because emotional trauma doesn't seem to do it, because we saw Nero have Kyrie kidnapped from him, and there didn't seem to be any demonic energy coming out of him, so I don't know. I'd like to see a DMC Tekken crossover. Interesting. Oh damn. It's more likely that there's going to be a Soul Calibur crossover, simply because obviously the main characters use weapons and swords. But Tekken would be cool. I can understand that. We already had one Capcom character like Akuma roll in, so makes sense. Itsuno's making it seem like this will be his strongest version yet. No doubt. I believe they said DMC4 Nero was on par with DMC3 Dante. So I hope he's grown as a character in terms of strength. He's gonna have to grow, because like, don't know if you guys saw the leaks, but it seems like the whole premise of the game, again, spoilers here for those who don't want to hear it, you're free to mute, whatever. It seems to me like the whole premise of it is everybody having to get stronger to essentially take down the big bad dude, like 100%. That first round was a complete washout. So, that's the wrong fucking. They've spawned back in. Please tell me you despawn when I leave. Are they gone? They're gone. I can't stand those enemies. Those are the type of enemies I don't want back, because they're just a pain in the ass. There's not a lot you can do in terms of like comboing them. Imagine Devil Kazuya versus someone like Dante or Vergil. Plausible. I can definitely see it. I mean, Kazuya ended up. Didn't he end up getting thrown into a volcano at one point? Or was that Heihachi that got thrown into a volcano? I mean, if they're able to survive shit like that, I mean, it's viable. Daniel Myers Jr., Nero versus Vergil. That's a given though. That has to happen. There's no way Itsuno isn't making that happen. Itsuno says Vergil's one of his favorite character, considering he created him from the ground up. So, and Dante's obviously not his character, it's Kamiya's character, and Nero's obviously a character he's created, so I can see him giving them a lot of love and attention. Brothandulus, My guess is at some point he will fight Vergil and get Yamato back, and Yamato will be all he needs to activate his Devil Trigger. Nico might make a Devil Breaker that he will specifically use it with. Interesting. I see that obviously the Devil Breakers are some sort of machination that takes advantage of demonic energy, like allows it to sort of output demonic energy. So I mean, all the power we see in the Devil Breakers might not, you know, it's just Nero's energy. So I can definitely see her making some sort of arm that sort of takes advantage of that and allows Nero to like tap into his demonic energy and sort of channel it. Again, the whole thing with Yamato, yeah, I do see that, but at the same time, if Vergil is back, are they really going to give Nero Yamato? Like, the only way that's happening is if Vergil dies, you know, or he gets off screen somehow, like in, you know, DMC3 or DMC1. You know, they leave, as in like they leave it sort of ambiguous as to what happened to him. Which again, you know, could happen, but it's interesting. Do I like Bayonetta at all? Yeah, I do. I really do like. I like Bayonetta 1 a lot more than I like the second one. Don't know what it is about the second one. It's just like too many set pieces and gimmicky missions. Seem to have lost the focus a bit. I like Bayonetta. Some things irk me. Like you've got all the QTEs. Not a big fan. I'm not really a big fan of like the whole ranking system in that game. It's a fun game. I still play. I mean, I've got my original PS3 copy as well as my, what do you call it? I picked them up on the Switch. I would have picked up Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, but considering I didn't buy that console, I don't have it. But I like it. Matthew Stewart asks, is V going to turn heel or will he stay a protagonist? Also, the last boss should be a two-parter, the first part being Nero versus Vergil, second part being Dante versus Vergil. And Nova Dragon says, I will be back. No worries, dude. Okay, so let's tackle this. So in terms of V, I don't trust him. I can totally see Itsuno pulling another Arkham and having him again, you know, be, you know, heel turn, him being evil. What we've seen so far in the leaks kind of suggests it, where he's like, you know, this dude took your arm and such and so, which, you know, obviously at that point, looking at everything, you can see that he's kind of lying, you know. That is not where we need to go. Let's not go that way. I always forget what the hell I need to do at the end of the mission. Yeah. Also, okay, and then about the whole last boss thing. See, but that's the thing though, because if we have Nero versus Vergil and then Dante versus Vergil, that sort of implies Nero would lose. Which, you know, it's definitely plausible knowing Vergil, but, you know, I kind of want to see Nero take a win here, considering he got his ass kicked, he lost his arm. You know, he needs some sort of good luck. You know? So it's... I can totally see that. I mean, I definitely see it being a two-parter in terms of, like... Maybe this big bad dude isn't exactly the main, like, evil villain sort of thing. Where they had, like, a whole, like, you know, the whole thing with Jester and Vergil. Like, Arkham was taken care of in the penultimate mission, and then the last boss was Vergil. I can totally see, like, all three of them working together to take down the big Demon King. And then, with, like, obviously Nero and Vergil putting their beef aside. And then the final mission being, you know, Nero versus Vergil for, like, who gets rightful ownership of the Yamato sort of thing. Like, who's the only worthy successor of it, for example. Which I guess would allow Nero to keep Yamato. Maybe he won't need it anymore, you know, that's the thing. One thing that threw me off is the fact that the Devilbringer literally transformed into Yamato. But I think Vergil will die in this game for sure. Well, I mean, it's interesting because we know Nero got the Devilbringer again, and this leads back to the theory I was talking about with the whole physical trauma being the thing needed to manifest demonic energy. So Nero only got his Devilbringer after an attack in the Mytis forest just outside of Fortuna, where he was protecting Kyrie. And he sustained some sort of injury, and that's how he got the Devilbringer in the first place. And so, but then even going further with that is the whole idea that Vergil's soul, a portion of Vergil's soul was inside the Devilbringer. That's how he was able to repair the Yamato even when Agnes wasn't able to, you know? So it turning into like the Devilbringer, or the Devilbringer turning into Yamato, I can see it happening, you know? Maybe at that point they'd sort of merge and become one. Who knows? V is the most interesting character to me this far. I understand that completely. I mean, he's a new character. He's a clean slate. We don't know who he is, what he does, what he's capable of, so I can totally understand that. This mission frustrates me to no end. I agree 100%, Matthew. This mission is definitely not one of my favourites. I'll change my costume up here. I'm going to go with DMC1 Dante. What type of weapons he can use? Your thoughts in the form of Nero or Dante? In terms of what weapons they're going to use, I don't see Nero using any more than the Red Queen and the Blue Rose. Maybe Yamato if he gets a hold of it. Simply because they've been focusing so much on all these breakers. They've made 8 of them. You know, and seeing what we've seen from the menus, they kind of imply they're not making any more, but who knows? In terms of Dante, well, considering what happened to the rebellion, I think Sparda is definitely a choice that they're going to keep. I also hate these Enigma enemies, and I hate them because once you start getting to higher difficulties, all they start to do is just backdash. So I'm just focusing on these enemies here. To be honest, I don't even need to fight them, but cool. If Nero gets the Yamato back, he gets his arm back. Definitely plausible. Oh, fuck me, I hate these enemies as well. If it ends up just because obviously we saw Vergil turn the Yamato back into the arm back into Yamato. So if it's like that easy to turn it into a devil arm, who's to say like his arm just won't just pop back into its place like some sort of like crazy cartoon, like some sort of Looney Tunes, you know? It sounds a bit silly, but you know what? At this point, you can't rule anything out. And Nova Dragon's back. Nice. Hopefully you took care of whatever you need to take care of. I wonder how that's going to work in terms of gameplay for the breaker mechanics. Yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly not certain. If he does get the Yamato back, I hope it's going to be like a weapon that you can switch into. Where's the thing I need to hit? Here it is. Nero is just going to absorb Vergil like Tetsuo does to Tokyo and Akira. Confirmed. Damn. I don't really... It will be interesting. It'll be like... People will be gobsmacked. I'll be just like, what the fuck just happened? You know? But then, again, I don't see it. With Itsuno playing favourites with Vergil here, I don't know. Nero's a new protagonist to carry on the series. I like that idea. It's interesting. I mean, we've seen Dante do a lot, like all he can. He kind of got revenge for his family. He's surpassed his father in terms of like power. There's not much else he can do. But it seems like he's finally going to have his work cut out for him. You know, which is a good thing considering, like, Sanctus wasn't a threat, the Savior wasn't a threat, the Argosax wasn't a threat, Abigail and Sid weren't a threat from the anime. So it finally gives Dante a reason to actually sweat now. Which is cool. But then again, at the same time, we've got Nero here who's so young. He's got a lot of room to grow. And considering he's got a new supporting cast here, with Nico being probably going to be a mainstay of the series at this point, I'm excited. I want to see what he has to offer. What else have we got here? Prothandalus. One of the images labels V as the mysterious one. So that leads me to believe that all of the leaks that link him to other characters are false. Definitely true. They're being mysterious about him for a reason. Like, they've barely talked about the mysterious character. They don't even want to acknowledge whether they're male or female, you know? So I don't know. That leads you to believe that they're somehow linked to the other characters, but then, judging from the leaks, doesn't look like anybody we've seen before. Subarashi. Maybe he's going to be switching Red Queen and Yamato, and the Devil Trigger will be R3, L3 like DMC. Could be. Definitely could be. There's not much left on the control pad in terms of moves. We've got one unused button, which I think is the R2 button, and then we've got the D-pad. And there's a whole kerfuffle going on with like breaker switching that people don't seem to like. But it's funny because the breakaway move acts like the Devil Trigger anyway. It's a cancelable move that, you know, provides invulnerability frames, and yeah. Those balls just touched. What if he doesn't get his arm back? Kind of kick-starting a trilogy. Hey, if he doesn't get his arm back, he just doesn't get his arm back, you know? Gonna have to be living one-handed. I can't imagine, like, honestly, I can't imagine what that must feel like. Just having the only thing that sets you apart from everything else, gives you the advantage over every other sort of, like, Devil Hunter. Like, you're so used to it just pulling you through. Ah, fuck me, I hate these enemies as well. And then it just gets taken from you. It's ridiculous, man. But it's fucking cool. Just goes to show you what sort of ass Vergil is, though. Oh, get away. Ooh, he almost nuked me there. Dead. Okay, oh, sorry. So I was talking about V. What weapon will he have in the style of Nero's or Dante's, or in the style of Bayonetta where he summons demons? Well, the leaks have him as summoning demons, which is interesting. Kind of like the Chaos Legion games. He's got his cane. He doesn't seem to be like much of a physical fighter considering his slim stature. So I don't know. Half joke, it's also a possibility to be a sneaky way to keep Vergil in the series. Yeah, potentially. I mean, it would be funny, to say the least. But you'd have to. It's a bold move if they have to do that. Dog of War states Dante might have to sacrifice himself. See, that potentially, but I don't think fans would be happy with that as a send-off. Because we've had, what? We've had 2 games, like 2 decent games where Dante's been good. Which is DMC1 and DMC3. DMC4's kind of half-assed considering budget constraints and whatnot, but what can you do, sort of thing. So the whole idea of him sacrificing himself is a bit, I don't know. Doesn't seem sort of in character. You know, it's like he's supposed to, like, if he does do that, if he does sacrifice himself, then Dante has to be, then Vergil, sorry, has to pick up Dante's role as Nero's mentor, which I can kind of see happening. They can have Dante and Vergil be full-on mentors, teaching him how to tap into his full potential through the series after DMC5. Hey, if they both survive, I can definitely see that. Do you feel Nero is a different character-wise? Is any different character-wise? Because I see a lot more articles talking about how he's a much more likable character. To me, he's literally the same guy. Alright, getting onto this. Okay, so I guess one of the reasons people didn't like him in DMC4 isn't because he's cocky. I think it's because of the anime cliche, you know. He's always crying after Kyrie and stuff. So I guess that's why people didn't like him. You know, he does everything he does for Kyrie. People didn't like that. People didn't like the whole romance angle, which I guess makes sense. But to me, he does seem like the same character. It's just that now Kyrie is not in danger. He's not constantly crying about her every 2 seconds. But other than that, he's the exact same character. Ooh, she got me there with that one. I'll give her that one. Jesus. I'll eat the damage, I don't care. Sorry if I'm not reading comments, guys. This is a bit of an annoying boss fight, this one. Lady, eh? I wonder if we're going to get any more boss fights like this. Now that I think about it, this is an interesting boss fight. I do kind of like this. This is one of my more favourite ones in DMC3, but I never really talk about it. It never really comes up in any discussions in terms of favourite fights. It's an interesting way to fight as well. Oh, come on, stop running away. I know you want some of this rebellion. Where she goes, though, that's a tough question to answer. I mean, we know where she is now. You don't want to be reloading now, do you? Come on. She's over here, Dante. God damn you. Right, back to the questions. Yeah, he's the same dude. He is. You got to realize a lot of these articles are just like stupid. People like, you had one dude complaining, literally complaining about the music in the game because he didn't hear any of it, right? But then you got to realize that the music doesn't kick in unless you go above a fucking A rank. Like the lyrics don't kick in, and it's like, you know, if you get better at the game, maybe you'll start actually hearing the music, and it's just like, what the fuck? Or you got people labeling people as the wrong characters and shit, and it's just like, credibility just goes down the drain. And R2 just switching to Yamato or same new Exceed weapon. Yeah, I can see that. I can kind of see that happening if they go down that route. Maybe they're saving the weapon as a surprise reveal. I always liked Nero, to be honest. Hey, I do too. Like, I'm a big fan of the voice actor anyway, Johnny Young Bosch, who, you know, Nero, Vasher Stampede. What was his name from Durarara? He's lots of people. He's a cool character. I think it's Suna-san and Ko really listening to us fans, and I expect to see several things to reward us in game post-launch, such as a Vergil expansion, classic Devil Arms, awesome skins. I hope so. I reckon there will be. I'm just pumped. I'm excited. They're like, he did say it's going to exceed our expectations, so you know, I can definitely see that. The go-to combo here. I also heard Dante will be the King of Hell while Nero and V take on the DMC agency. Yeah, I heard that. That was again another rumor that I think stemmed from 4chan, got spread about the DMC subreddit Discord and the era Discord. Whether it's true, I don't know, honestly. If I'm not mistaken, like I don't see Dante going on as the King of Hell. If that makes sense. He's got the agency, he's got Trish, He's got Lady. He's got everybody. I just don't see him giving all of that up. That's more of a Vergil move, if I'm being honest. If I'm being totally honest. I completely forgot which one I have to go up here. Seems to be this one. This is the one. That was the wrong wall run. I didn't want that one. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm here now. Let me pause and read some more. The dev team is super appreciative to its fans. Oh yeah, definitely. You can see just from Itsuno and Matt Walker's face, like, how happy they are. And Matt Walker has been really, he's a really sound guy. He's been in the Era Discord. It's called the Reset Era Discord, but it's not really Reset Era. Like, maybe half of it's made from Era, and then the other half are made from just everywhere. He's been cool, because he's been talking to us a little bit. I know he recently joined the subreddit Discord, but I don't think he's posted in there yet. But he's really cool. Itsuna seems really pumped. Even Okabe as well. They all seem happy as shit. It's like Ichigo and Orihime. Yeah, that's DMC4 in a nutshell, but it's cool. Do I prefer Ruben VA or David, the original VA? I'm assuming you mean Drew Coombs. It depends. Like, Ruben's got the more young, like, brash, wacky approach to the voice acting. Drew's more of a straight edge guy. I guess for the stories they were in, with DMC1 being super serious, they sort of fit. It's tough. I mean, obviously I prefer Ruben, because he's been in a lot more of the games, you know. That's just what I'm used to hearing. Nero's a badass. Damn straight he is. Dude's got a crazy demonic arm. No technique, no nothing. It's just literally just raw power. I hope the King of Halibut is just a rumor. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't see that happening any single way. He'd be like Piccolo when he went to be the Warden of Hell in GT. See, I don't even remember that part from GT, because fucking GT, I blocked that out. Other than SSJ4 and the dragons, or the dragon peeps, and was it Baby Vegeta? I've blocked all of that out because I just can't. I want Dante to have a son or even a daughter with someone before it all ends. I don't care who dies. Well, interestingly enough, if you take a look at Bayonetta's lore, I'll start from the beginning here. DMC1, obviously made by Kamiya, same as Bayonetta, right? Made by Kamiya. DMC1, there's an item called the Bangle of Time. And this is an item that also appears in Bayonetta. And if you look at the description in Bayonetta, it says the Bangle of Time was created by a legendary witch named Eva, which obviously is Dante's mother in this game, right? But then if you again take a look at the description of the item in Bayonetta 1, or I believe it might be Bayonetta 2, it says that she'd made a contract with the demon, the legendary Dark Knight, which, again, that's what they refer to as Sparda in the DMC games. So I guess in the Bayonetta universe, Eva is a witch and Sparda is obviously the demon in her contract, which is cool, because obviously in the DMC game, she's nothing but a normal human. But in the Bayo universe, she's a witch. So, you know, that'd be cool as shit. So, for example, like, I'd imagine Kamiya would probably totally ship Dante and Bayo. I'd imagine. But if he does have a child, it probably, I mean, I don't see it happening with Trish because of the whole incest angle. I could totally see it happening with Lady, though, kind of, or even Lucia. I'm not really sure. We haven't seen her in a lot of the games, so I don't know. As in, we haven't seen her interact with a crew. Okay, so this takes 5. If you don't know, the Beowulf weapon does extra damage to this dude. And if you take all of these offline, if you take all of these, then he'll be weak for an extended period of time, so you can just mash. But then you gotta be careful because he takes all of them off. But yeah, the light affinity of Beowulf does extra damage to this boss, so use that to your advantage. You knob jockey. I'll read the comments in a second, guys. I'm just sort of focusing on this. Damn, we've got 70 questions and 19 consecutive viewers. Damn. When did my streams get so popular? Just wanna... Oh, come on. Come over here. You silly goose. What have you done? Ah, fuck, he got away. No matter. Oh, he managed to... Come on. One more rodeo and this goon should be done. Big mistake, pal. It's alright. My bad, Drew. Ah, it's alright. Yeah, GT is a mess. The baby arc is fairly decent though. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel confident enough to comment because I really don't remember much from that. Must have been I was like fairly young. I didn't rewatch any of it. Do you think in DMC5 Nero will find out Vergil is his father? I mean, I'd have hoped that Dante would have told him after DMC4. But hey, if he doesn't, I hope he does find out. Will Vergil Nilo Angelo DT, or is that specifically an armor or DT exclusive to Mundus being in control? Let's think. We're in this fucking mission. I hate this mission. Mainly because I believe this is yeah. Okay, it's fine. We'll start with this shit. Right. So in terms of the Nilo Angelo DT, well, I know the corrupt Vergil in this game, special edition of this. Doesn't he have Nilo as a devil trigger? I mean, we know his devil trigger is his natural one is somewhat similar to this, to like the stand that Nero has on his back when he devil triggers. I don't know. I hope it's in some form. I really do. I also hope we don't get any bosses like this in DMC5, because this boss is honestly a waste of time. This boss is so dumb. I'm assuming you refer to Doppelganger. Yeah, pretty stupid. But what can you do? This is honestly worse for me. So I literally I don't engage with these lot. I literally stand here, I wait until the king is available, and then I just beat him down. And the reason for that obviously is because, just like in real chess, if you take out the king, you win. Right? That's how it works. That's why you can just hear me mashing the killer. But the annoying thing is that he'll often move. He'll often replace himself with other pieces of the chessboard. Thanks for that, you knocked me out of the radius of his attack. So he swapped places with this goon. Shit, that was the wrong weapon. Get over here, you bastard. This is what I mean by this being a pile of wank. Just legitimately. Really, dude? This is how you're gonna play. This is how you're gonna play. Fuck you. And now we wait for them to all despawn, but be careful because they can still attack you. Message retracted. I didn't see what you said, Daniel, but you must have not liked what you said considering you got rid of your own message. What is up, Mikhail? How are you doing? We are playing some DMC. Currently on mission 18. This is hard mode. You guys voted for hard. So we shall be playing hard. Haven't played chess in a minute. Yep. There's a reason why. I'm just going to go for the most simple... I'm going to go for the most simple triangle here to make the quickest way. Cerberus, Agni and Rudra, and I believe another boss. Can't remember what it is. Yeah, it's funny because if you do this enough, you can actually stun them. Not worried about any taking a lot of damage here. You don't even have to do this, to be honest. So for example, if you're on Dante Must Die mode and you don't want to do this, you can just spiral cancel in the corner. I mean, it'll take forever. I just don't want them putting a new coat of this shit on. Like they have there. That's what I wanted to avoid. You missed. That's another head destroyed. Right, back onto the comments. I wonder if Dante is going to do like one more dual fight interaction with Vergil, like when they fought Arkham in 3. Oh, you mean like two, like both of them fighting at once? That would be cool. Definitely end in a jackpot, 100%, which would be dope. Give me that. And I guess Agni and Rudra next, but before that, I didn't appreciate the flat out lie the developers told the fans. That DMC5 Nero wasn't at all connected to Dante. Also, he's not really human either. What do you mean by that? When did they say that DMC5 Nero wasn't at all connected to Dante? I'm not too sure. I'm assuming you might mean DMC4 Nero wasn't at all connected to Dante. Also, he's not human either. Like, the whole PR back then was terrible. We didn't really know much. They may have said that. I don't really remember if they did. I really should have brought Cerberus with me here, but I couldn't be asked to go to the Goddess of Time statue. Now, obviously everybody knows the trick to this boss. I wasn't able to dodge in time. Oh, I was able to... motherfucker, I forgot that one tracked. I don't really combo these guys. Like, I know this is boring, but it works. This is literally the way I always fought them. Like, sometimes I'll try and get them to stun each other, which kind of works, but that takes way too long. There we go. This is a lot quicker, this version here. And that is the... If you attack at the right time... he was able to get that off before I could get my third stun in. But no matter. This is an easy boss at this point. I used to always struggle with this boss. But now it's just become easy. Even on hard mode. You know? This is also a bit of a change because I've been playing Yakuza 2 recently. The latest re-release, Yakuza Kiwami 2. Or Yakuza Extreme 2. I was too early to do that trick. The air trick move. Because he was still in the middle of his attack animation. I could always just shoot him to death considering I do so much damage. They're done, back to it. It'd be dope if DMC5 brought back Cerberus, but instead of ice it's fire, then you get fire nunchucks. Why not just make a new weapon entirely? Like, the whole Cerberus thing would be cool. I don't see them going the fire route with it though. I can only see... just like bringing back legacy weapons. Sparta's definitely coming back. I'm not sure if what do you call it's coming back. The Rebellion is, but who knows? Or Alistair. But will they reference DMC DevilNeverCry in this upcoming game? Like any cheeky fourth wall breaking references? They might. I don't know if they would though. That's the thing. Like, how would they do it realistically without making it feel like super forced? This is such a stupid idea, this attack. Yeah, I'm gonna slam the floor and get these cages to drop in this room. You missed that time, you jackass. Oh, he got me there. You want to get away when he does that, because that does a stupid amount of damage. And I know, because I've been on the receiving end too many times. The one thing I also hate about this boss is the wing move he does when you're far away from him. It does so much damage and it's got a stupid amount of tracking on it. This is the move I mean. Look at that. Look at... I got fucking stunned. Oh, and he's doing it again. You want to get away when he does that shit? You want to use the Agni and Rudra's air triangle move here because it does a stupid amount of damage. But yeah. Kiryu is a badass Yakuza. Oh, 100% dude. 100%. After this, I'm definitely going to go back and like... play me some fucking Yakuza, dude. Can't get enough of it at the moment. That is that piece of shit mission done. Ba-da-da-da-da-ding. It is over. I honestly thought the cheer up crew cut you taking notes line from the reveal trailer was Nero taking a shot at reboot Dante at first. Could definitely be seen that way. I can definitely see what you mean. Can't wait to see Sparta rendered in that RE engine. Oh, 100%. What costume am I going to be wearing? I'll go for shirtless. fuck playing hard for this mission. I hate this mission. That's a general consensus now, but that was just my original impression when I first watched the trailer. Yeah. What have we got for this? Kalina Ann. I believe Agni and Rudra. You think Nero's DT will actually have a physical form or just stay as a transparent figure behind him? Well, I know they had concept art for a full physical form in the in the concept art for DMC4. I've got the book actually right next to me. I hope they give him the actual physical form, because as much as I like the stand, you know, I think it would be cool to see like a complete Devil Trigger. Imagine DMC3 in the RE engine. Fucking sick, wouldn't it be sick, right? We've got that Chinese mobile game coming out soon, which looks like ass, if I'm being honest. Like, I know that, like, obviously the graphics are like great. Combat doesn't look so hot, and they're redoing the story, it seems, which looks weird. Hello, Evil Neko. Jesus. Evil Neko wants knobs. Why does the evil cat want knobs, dude? Into bestiality? One thing I hope they integrate into DMC5 Dante is I hope they don't tie the aerial rave only to Swordmaster. Like, just make it a staple of the dude's moveset, because at this point it's getting to be kind of annoying to like only be able to do it when you're fucking in Swordmaster. What the fuck? This is such a stupid concept. There's never... Oh, okay, it's broken. Fair enough. Do I expect a Sparta DLC in DMC5? I'm not sure. I'd expect a Vergil DLC before Sparta, because they want to keep the mysteriousness of his legend intact. Because let's say they tell you, like, they explain in detail how he did what he did, and it's underwhelming. People are going to be like, well, I wish we never fucking got that DLC or whatever, you know. Seeing all these classic characters in the new engine is going to be amazing. Even the guns have me excited. Kalina Ann and Ebony and Ivory. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Who wouldn't be excited? That's the thing. It's going to be insane. I just hope they do all of them justice. That's the thing. I remember when I got to this bit on DMD, and the enemies devil triggered, and it took me like 4 attempts to kill them on time, because I always ran out of fucking time, and it pissed me off. Do I think Nero can be in a Marvel vs. Capcom game? Not at this fucking point. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite fucking bombed, like completely bombed, you know, so I don't see them making another one for a long time. But if they do, I can totally see Nero being in one, considering he's going to be the new face. Oh, motherfucker, I missed. I missed where I was supposed to go. It is the last game after all. At least a little insight to what happened to him after he sealed himself away. I mean, you say it's the last game, but, you know, Itsuno himself said after he made DMC4 he didn't want to make DMC5, but now he does, you know. Give it a little time, you know. He doesn't want to make DMC6 now, but after making DMC5, but there's definitely going to be, like, especially if it sells a lot, Capcom executives are going to be like, boy, you best get me some of that money and make a sequel. Here we go, we're doing everybody's favorite mission, right? I hate this boss with a fucking passion. I will tell you that straight up. This is what, if you want the definition of a shitbanger boss, this is it. I have a good feeling that DMC will make bank. I do too. It seems like they're you know, the whole thing of going with the super realistic graphics, the accessible gameplay. I have a feeling that a lot of like casual fans, people who weren't into the story before, are definitely going to be involved now. So no doubt it's going to make a fuck ton of money. Obviously, since it's been 10 years since the last one, everybody and their mother's going to want to buy the game. I'm just hoping that we get a special edition announced soon. Or not special edition, fuck me, a limited edition announcement so I can pre-order that. I want whatever stupid shit they're going to be trying to peddle. Fucking hell. Oh dude, this new game is about to make all the dough. Oh, I agree. Definitely, I definitely agree with that. I mean, if we get bosses like this again, it's not going to make any fucking dough. If we get that goddamn dice minigame back, it's not making any fucking dough either. Wouldn't be surprised if they go into production on the sequel as soon as the game goes gold. Yeah, I guess they can do that, but I don't see Itsuno wanting to do that then. Like, it's not going to have Itsuno. Now, don't tell me my battery level is low for my controller, you scumbags. Don't do me like this, come on. We're almost at the end of this piece of shit boss. Engine looks sick, but it might not be the same without the anime look to it. I mean, we had that super high-res anime look to the Pachinko game, and that looked kind of sick. So, I mean, if you want to see what that looks like, for what it would look like if they kept it, that's what it would look like, but still. I think people like the realistic look, you know? People are just like, damn, that looks amazing, you know? Which I guess... So I guess the anime style doesn't appeal to everybody in the West. I guess maybe that's why they went for that, for the realistic look, I guess. Because, like, I guess, I don't know, man, like... Regardless, the new engine looks fucking sick. Oh, come on, please, just let me fucking kill this garbage. At least I personally think it should just be about Dante. Start the series with him, then end the series with him. I agree, also Nero will be his strongest in 5, yeah. How are they going to send him off, though? That's the thing. That's the thing. We're coming up towards the end of the stream here anyway, guys. Just the last mission here, actually, and then we're good. Damn. Screaming souls, cast off your pride and embrace your fate. Everybody knows you gotta go with the OG combo here. Rebellion and Beowulf, Ebony and Ivory and Kalina Ann. Let's do this, folks. I've never seen him do round trips so fucking much in one fight. Oh, he's devil triggered already, has he? He got me there. I'll give him that. Stop with your judgment cuts, dude. One, two. And then he does this shit, which is to be expected. Almost fucked up the jump cancel there. There's actually attack values for Vergil here. If you use like combo enders on him and shit. Oh, come on. Your DT isn't going to save you. Alright, now he's just going to spam this so he can regain his health. Really? Get the fuck out of here. On to DMC1 in the next stream. Definitely. I got school tomorrow, so this is just a good way to end of the day. Perfect, dude. Perfect. Crazy how the rebellion just shattered in the leaked footage. Perfect. Perfect, right? Rebellion isn't going to come back. It's ridiculous. No, it will come back. Who knows? Nero will be a quarter demon still. Learn about his origin to see Vergil and Dante team up, hopefully. What difficulty am I on? Well, I was on hard. I put it on normal for Arkham because I wasn't really looking forward to dealing with this garbage. And then I think I put it back on. Oh no, I didn't. I left it on normal. Actually, it was my fault. But I think the first 10 missions were on Dante Must Die, I believe. Just 5 inches from finishing him on that last stinger. Yeah, I mean, like the thing is at this point is that I've played these games so many times recently. It's just I'm kind of not sick of them, but it's like I don't need to like be a tryhard. Considering like I've done it, like I've obviously S ranked them before. Considering you need to S rank the missions if you want to get a platinum trophy. Arkham is a pain on any difficulty. I think it's just tedious. Yeah, exactly. That's why I put it down, because I was just like, I can't. Not today, man. With Vergil now being back, Yamato, and taking back Yamato, what is the Devil Bringer then, or what's going to happen to it? It seems to me that the Devil Bringer wasn't a manifestation of Nero's own demonic power. It seems to me that it was just essentially like Vergil's power. It was, because obviously it was Yamato, right? So I think maybe he'll keep it. If Vergil doesn't die, he'll keep it. If he does, I think Nero will take it back. Good live stream, thanks. Parker Monkey, such a repetitive game. Yeah. It's alright though. It's a classic. Never Surrender has got to be in the soundtrack somewhere, right? Maybe I can see it coming back as like a credit song, or it's going to be back on a jukebox, I hope. The jukebox feature. I don't think Rebellion will come back. It will certainly explain why Dante's building Sparta. Yeah, but we've seen Rebellion in some of the key art for Dante, so maybe Nico reforges it for him, considering he still has the hilt intact. Vergil's power going to Nero towards the end of 1, maybe a couple of years later. It could be. I mean, we know that he got the bringer before the events of DMC4. It never stated how long before DMC4, but we don't know. Saw a jukebox feature on the pack stream. Yeah, exactly. That hopefully we get a custom soundtrack. Alistair might make a return, I hope. My favourite weapon, or one of my favourite weapons actually, not my favourite. I think DevilNeverCry is a perfect ending credit song, or even a final battle song. I hope we do get some sort of throwback music to the other games, because it's classics, and for Dante it would make sense. We have seen a broken Yamato repaired, so maybe hopefully Rebellion will be as well. Yeah, well, the thing is with Yamato, it was a snap. It was broken in two, and obviously Nero's Devilbringer, obviously holding a portion of Vergil's soul, somehow repaired it. I'm not sure. Yamato seemed to break into multiple pieces and disintegrate, pretty much. So I mean, hopefully it gets repaired. I'm not sure if it'll be able to, but who knows. Perfect final battle song is the Vergil Battle Theme 3. Classic. It's a classic song. The orchestral theme running through it, and then you've got Vergil's theme. Obviously, the themes build upon themselves with all the Vergil fights. So but Vergil 3 is essentially like a crescendo to the themes. Here's hoping Dante can still use air raid again. Shooting lightning from his hands, dope. I hope it does make a return. Rebellion still has part of its blade. Yeah, it does. It was the hilt, and then it's got a little bit of the blade as well. So maybe it will be Sparta intro theme as well, potentially. There's lots that can make a return. Alright, I'm going to leave that for now. It's almost 2 AM here, so I've been going for about an hour, or a little bit more than an hour. I'd like to thank you guys for checking out the stream. We will be back at some point with DevilNeverCry 1. That game's not going to take as many streams though, because it's fairly short. So again, thank you guys for checking out the stream. I'll answer the last few questions here before I head off. Remake of DMC2. So Rebellion should be able to be fixed. Yep. Maybe this time Rebellion will do a Force Edge event like in DMC5, where it will level up potentially. Dope stream in a bit. I'm welcome anytime. Thanks. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace. And apparently my video got taken down. I'm assuming it might have. No doubt. It should have. I'm surprised if I didn't at this point. No, actually, my video is still up. I know. I was actually gonna leave it off there, but hang on. Did the other one on YouTube got taken down? Rebellion looks angry in the promo. Who was the one that uploaded it to YouTube? Was it Ari Zara? I know he his video had over 300k views. Shit, his one got fucking taken down. Damn. That's funny because I've got obviously I didn't just straight up re-upload the trailer. Yeah, that's it. Devil Must Die's got it. Rizura. He made 7K. What do you mean? What, as in like he made $7,000? Pounds? What the fuck? Yeah, my one's still up. His, like, my one dissects it bit by bit, like, so maybe that's why mine didn't get flagged, because, like, mine was, like, slowed down and, like, cut up into bits and pieces. Shit. The Capcom ninjas got to him. I'm still fine, though. Random Black Gamer. I've heard of him as well. Did his get taken down as well? His must have got taken down because his latest video was like almost like 5 days ago. Shit. Just gonna zoom in on the clothes and faces and weapons and photo mode. I want to see that RE engine detail. Yeah, we know what you mean by zooming in. You're trying to get some panty shots of Nico, eh? Or Kitty, eh? Zooming in on the big bust. Right, I am gonna have to leave that off now. There. Talk getting into busts and whatnot. I have all the leaked footage downloaded. Yeah, I do too, and I do live to fight another day. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, this time for real. I'll see you guys next video. TGS. Oh yeah, TGS. Before I leave, so we've got this Sony presser in about 8 days, I believe. Which I don't think it's going to appear there, but I think Capcom might have an actual thing when it's open to the public, which is, I believe, from the 19th to the 23rd. So I'm assuming that's when it's going to be up. Anyway, TGS. Look forward to TGS. Fucking hell, if I can figure out how to end a broadcast. Jesus, it's been so long since I've broadcast from PS4. Take care, guys.